Do you want your branding to look professional level without having to spend too much time on it? I'm going to show you step by step how to set up your brand kit in Canva so that you can save time and make sure that you've got a consistent brand in all of the things that you create. This is for you if you've got Canva Pro level. My other video covers what to do if you don't have that. There's a workaround if you've only got the free level of Canva. If you've got the pro level of Canva, I really would recommend that you set up a brand kit because it makes things so much easier when you're creating new things. So in order to set up your brand kit, if you go on the home page of Canva, just over to the left hand side here on the menu, you can see brand. And if you click on that, and then here you can see brand kits. So if you click on brand kits, go over here, add a new brand kit. Name your brand kit what you want to name it. So let's say HDS brand kit. Now, if you work with other people, so if you're working, say, with a team, if you've got a VA, you can also give them access to this brand kit, and that makes sure that they're using all of the brand templates as well. But we won't worry about that for now. So if we just create the brand kit, and then you've got lots of different elements in here that you can add to your brand kit. So at the top there, you've got logos, you've got colours, fonts, brand voice, photos, graphics, and icons. It's really simple to set it up. So for logos, you can either, if you've got a logo on your desktop, you can drag it in. You can add the file. So if I click on here, let me just search logo. So I can add that in here. That just pops it in there. Or if you've got logos in folders already in Canva, you can add those. So that's particularly useful if you've got different types of logos for different applications. So for example, if you've got like a smaller logo that's not quite as fancy as your main logo that you want to use in certain applications, you can use it there. If you've got favicons that you might use for the tabs on when you've got applications and things that you're setting up. So different applications, you can add actually a folder here. So you can link a folder. So if we click on that, so I've got one here, or you could search your folders here. Link folder, so that pops that folder in. For colours, a few different ways that you can do this. So you can just you can add a palette, so you can basically sort of search for different colours in here. You can add palettes that have been created by Canva. You can add a custom palette. So lots of different ways to do that. If you want to, if you just want to add specific colours, what you do is you can, we'll just get rid of these colour palettes here. So if you want to add specific colours in, you just click on that. You can either move this around to where you want it, or if you know your hex codes for your brands, then you just add your hex code in here. So let's just add in one of mine. So we've got ADCCBD. So that's one of my brand colours. You can also add gradients in here. So if there are gradients that you use all the time, you can choose those. So let's add that one in there. You can choose which style of gradient. The other way that you can create a colour palette in here is actually to add a photo, and then you can select the colours from the photo. So let me just demonstrate that to you. So let's click in here. Let's just add this one to show you. So let's open that. Once that's uploaded, you can click on this menu here. So there's a few different things you can do. you can extract the colour palette from the photo. So we'll give that a go in a minute. That will pull all the colours out. So that creates a ready-made colour palette. So that's a really good way of doing it. You can also generate other images. So if there are photos in here that are on brand and you want to create more brand photos, you can do that from in here as well. The other really handy thing is that you can also replace, if you use a photo in designs and then you decide that you want to update that photo, you can replace it across all your designs from in here. But for now, we're going to focus on extracting the colour palette. So let's click on that. So you can see that takes me back up here and it's pulled all of the colours out of that photograph. So it's created a brand palette for me. So you might want to keep that, you might want to remove it. So let's say we're going to keep that for now. But equally, you could add in new colours here and just add them in the way that we talked about earlier on. You can delete them from in here as well. So yeah, so you can set up your brand colours. This is super helpful because it means that they're easily to hand when you want to use them when you're creating different templates and different designs. So fonts is the next section. So in here you can choose a font for different things. So that's my title font. My body font is Montserrat, but if you're looking for your font, you can just type it into the box here. So let's say Red Hat Display. So that just adds it in here, so it's ready to use. If you have bought fonts, so some people buy fonts because they want to use specific fonts, you can also add those into your brand kit. So to do that, you would just add new, upload a font, and then you drop the files in there. So that's pretty straightforward. Brand voice, so this gives you the opportunity to provide information on what your brand voice is. So are you confident? Are you friendly? Are you relatable? Are you chatty? So you just add that in here. So you can see the example is our voice is confident, casual, and friendly. Oops. I'll be able to spell friendly in a minute. And you can save that. So that brand voice can then be used in designs when you're using creating a design. You've got the option to use like Magic Write to help you, and you can add that brand voice in there. So photos, again, same sorts of things as before. You can upload photos individually. You can link to a folder of photographs. So for example, let's search for photos here. So I'm going to link that folder. So now I've got that set of designs that I can add in. Graphics, same again, same principle. So you can link a folder in here. So let's say I want these ones in there. So we'll link that folder. And then same with icons that you use. So you can add your icons in here. Let's just add those ones. So really straightforward to set up and to get it sorted. I like to put my things in folders. You don't necessarily have to put them in folders. You could have the individual things uploaded one by one as well if you like. Let's just add my other images in here. So that's how to set up your brand kit. So once you've set that up, that's it done effectively. So you can share that with other people if you want. You can add it to folders, and then I will show you how to use it. So let's go into a project. Actually, let's just create a new design. Oops. So we'll put some text in here. Okay, so over here, what you do is you click on brand. If you've got lots of different brands set up, then you'll be able to access them from here. So I've got quite a few for different things, but what we're going to look for is HDS. So that's the brand kit that we've just set up. Select brand kit. So you can see in here, if I want to quickly add my logo to things, it's all ready for me there. Fonts. So if I click in the fonts section there, then you can see my brand kit fonts are here. So we're going to turn that into Tenor Sans. And now say if I want to add a picture, I've either got the one that I added individually here, or I've got all of my graphics close to hand here as well. So I can add these SVGs in, for example. So it just means that when you're doing things, that it's easy and quick to access them, because they're all going to be, once you've selected the brand kit, they're all going to be in this left hand area here, so you can access them really quickly and easily. But it also means that you're going to maintain consistency. So if there's a certain set of things that you use, a certain set of icons, a certain set of imagery, if you pull them into your brand kit, it means that you always go back to those and you use those consistently, which just helps make sure that you're building that know, like and trust factor, because people they get used to seeing the same colours, they get used to seeing the same designs, and it just stays really consistent and well branded. So hopefully that's shown you how to set up your brand kit quickly. It doesn't take very long, as you can see, and I would really recommend just getting started. So even if you don't have all of those elements already sorted, even if you just add your brand colours and your fonts and your logo, that's a really great place to start, and you can add other things in as you develop them. So yeah, hopefully that was really helpful. And if you haven't got Canva Pro, I've got another video which shows you a workaround for doing this in the free version of Canva. Bye.